Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we are going to be starting a potential new series if you guys enjoy this enough. Although not that original, I will be creating movesets for characters that could potentially be DLC in Smash Ultimate. I think I have some fairly good knowledge on a lot of characters I will be talking about in this series. But before we start, did you know that 87% of you guys who watch my videos are not even subscribed? Why not hit the sub button since you guys keep on coming back? It supports the channel and allows me to grow and do even more content successfully for you guys. So why not hit that sub button? And if you do, I'll thank you a lot. But with that out of the way, the first character I'll be tackling today for a moveset will be, of course, the one and only Sora. Sora from Kingdom Hearts is a very unique character in the gaming industry. Kingdom Hearts, for those of you who are unaware, is a partnership between Disney and Square Enix to bring a really fun action JRPG with a pretty convoluted and serious story, along with the fun stuff like Sora and his friends visiting various Disney worlds such as Mulan, Pirates of the Caribbean, Olympus, from Hercules, Tron, and etc. Sora himself is a pretty likable, headstrong character. He's cool, happy-go-lucky, and goofy. Kingdom Hearts and Sora have become a big deal over the almost past 20 years that Kingdom Hearts has been a thing. It's no wonder so many people want him in Smash. He's just cool and does a lot of cool stuff. Like when I say there's so much stuff Sakurai could do with a Sora moveset, I mean it. There's just so many moves and flair to the character throughout the games, and it's insane how much potential there is to make Sora a cool fighter in Smash. A couple key notes about Sora from his games that I have to highlight. For one, Sora is a very agile character. He's super fast and does a lot of crazy anime-like things, so making him a character on the slower side would not make a lot of sense. So I wouldn't make him a slow character by any means. Unlike Sakurai making Byleth from Three Houses slow, which makes no sense in the context of Three Houses when you know Byleth is one of the fastest units you have in the game, and I call myself ranting, I'll stop now. Along with Sora's agile speed, he's not all that tall and he's quite short, being 5'2" or 160 centimeters. So I think with all that combined, I don't think that he'd be a heavy character, and I expect his weight to be around Joker's weight, which is around 93 units, and for comparison, characters like Ice Climbers, Lucario, and Wolf are all 92 units in weight, which is pretty much a medium weight class. Ultimately, this means it would be a little easier to KO Sora since he wouldn't be all that heavy of a character. Now his actual speed, like I said, Sora is a fast character in his game, so I'd make him almost as fast as Roy or Chrom, but not as fast. I think when you make a super fast character that also have crazy good projectiles, causes a bit of an imbalance, so I'm going to refrain from making him super duper fast. But for you Smash number nerds out there, I'd make his initial dash speed being 1.8 units and his run speed being 1.7, matching Pit's run speed. Now, why would I make it on the medium side? Well, I think Sora in his games is really big on being an air fighter, especially in Kingdom Hearts 3. Sora's momentum in the air is amazing in that game. He can do something called flow motion where he can bounce off the walls and attack, block in the air, and keep crazy combos in the air for a long time. I think it'd be criminal to not give him amazing air movement and acceleration. I give him airspeed akin to Mario or Captain Falcon, allowing him to get in his air combos. Speaking of combos, he's got to have moves in the first place. Now, as I create his moves, I'm not going to be giving him fictional frame data. I'm going to say if the move will be either slow, medium speed, or fast, and compare it to the speed of another move to make it more clear if I have to. First, let's start with his normal moves like his jab, tilts, and dash attacks. I think his jab will just be a simple 3-hit Keyblade swing. First, Sora's overhead swing, then a swing from the left, and then a jab finisher with a striking blow. Nothing too fancy, it's just kinda his normal grounded combo from the Kingdom Hearts games. Sora's up tilt should also just be a simple upward Keyblade swing that will have a similar property to Mario's up tilt with the ability to combo within itself. Or basically a smaller Marth up tilt but with a different swinging animation, of course. For Sora's down tilt, I think it should just be a normal Keyblade poke similar to most sword characters in Smash that have a sword down tilt poke. I think this would be useful for edge guarding as Sora. As for the forward tilt, I think Sora should just swing his Keyblade forward in a similar fashion to Byleth's forward tilt with the ability to slightly anti-air his opponents. For Sora's dash attack, he would use a move from KH1 called Sliding Dash, where he slides into his target and can follow up an attack. In Smash Ultimate, sliding dash would be similar to Samus's dash attack from Smash 4 where she could combo off of it. Although sliding dash isn't a part of KH3, I would think if he were added to Smash, KH3 wouldn't be the only game to pull moves from. Now that we got Sora's normals out of the way, let's talk about his smash attacks. I think Sora would have some cool looking smash attacks. Starting with up smash, Sora would do Ripple Drive. Ripple Drive is where Sora swings his Keyblade upward and energy comes out. If there's anything similar to it in Smash, think of a very tiny Palutena up smash, but a little bit faster. It would be a kill move, so it would not come out as fast as a lot of the other up smashes in the game though. Next, for his forward smash, it would be the final swing of Sora's default ground combo. Think of this as Joker's forward smash but going sideways instead of an overhead attack. His down smash would be Explosion from KH2. When you do this down smash, he summons multiple balls of energy that explode around him. It isn't all that fast, but it does massive damage, and as you can see, a lot of Sora's smash attacks aren't all that fast because he will focus more on his aerial combos. Speaking of aerials, let's dive into them. Sora's aerials are pretty unique, where on some of them you'll be able to follow up with another aerial, similar to how Ryu and Ken have properties to follow up with specials. Starting off with Sora's neutral air, he does something called aerial sweep, where he swings his Keyblade all around him while he's doing an aerial somersault. This move acts similar to a Palutena Nair or Ivysaur Nair, being a multi-hit move. His forward air would be an aerial finisher where he does 2 to 4 sweeps and hits with the last hit being the aerial finisher. The only thing is you have to press forward air repeatedly until you get the finisher. It's similar to Bayonetta's multi-hit forward air. It is also possible for the opponent to DI out of the aerial finisher before landing it. That's one other important thing. Sora's passive trait is Combo Master from Kingdom Hearts, meaning he doesn't have to hit anything to do his aerial combos. If you do an aerial combo once, it'll delay your fall and keep him airborne, but if you do it again, you'll fall while doing your combos. Now for the back air, which would be aerial sweep, where Sora does a horizontal backward sweep behind him. It's a simple get off me move. Now earlier I mentioned the Ryu and Ken properties. For Sora, his Nair can lead into the forward air if you catch your opponent correctly. If you're too early, the Combo Master trait would make you hit your opponent too early and you won't have the combo ready to be activated all the way. Sora's down air though would be a downward sweep where he's able to spike similar to Marth's down air. Finally, for the specials. Sora's aerial traits are already really strong, so don't expect Sora to have too crazy of special moves. For his neutral B, Sora will do one of 3 things: cast fire around himself, shoot a blizzard beam that freezes opponents at high percent, or target lock your opponent with thunder magic. And the way this works is the down B changes what kind of magic Sora will use. The one I want to focus on is Thunder. Thunder will work similar to Palutena's auto reticle. Opponents have to be in a certain range, but the move also takes a bit of startup to use as well. The Blizzard and Fire are pretty self-explanatory, and when you switch between them, you use the down B button and you'll see which one you have in Sora's shortcut menu, which will appear next to his UI. As for Sora's recovery, he uses aerial recovery, which gives him a little boost jump. I don't think Sora's recovery should be that amazing due to his already amazing airspeed. It shouldn't be hard to get back on stage as long as you save your jump and utilize aerial recovery. Sora can also act out of aerial recovery, allowing him to use any move. Sora's side special would be a good old strike raid where Sora throws out his Keyblade and it will multi-hit his opponent. But Sora cannot move while he throws his Keyblade due to it being his only way of fighting. It also doesn't bounce off the ground or anything like Link's boomerang, and it mostly is a stationary projectile. That about concludes Sora's moveset. Now for the costumes I'd like to see for him would be pretty much similar to Cloud and Joker, giving him 2 different outfits and 3 different colors for each. His default would be his KH3 outfit with his KH3 alts being the Guardian form, the Strike form, and the Elemental form. For his other 4 costumes being his KH2 outfit with Anti-form, Final form, and Limit form. I think these would be some of the best costume picks for Sora in Smash Ultimate. I think if Sora came to Smash and he is anything close or better to this, I could see him being one of my favorite characters to play as. What do you guys think about the moveset I came up with for Sora? Do you like it, or would you like to change some things? Let me know in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe to see more content like this. Remember, only 87% of you have actually subscribed, but you still watch anyways. Hit that sub button, fellas. But anyways, drop a like, and I'll see you all in the next one.